Back now this Tuesday, and after withstanding massive Russian missile attacks on their civilian population and power plants, Ukraine is fighting back. Ukraine's defense ministry saying it struck today inside Russia, hitting an airbase near the city of Kursk. This is the third time Ukrainians have successfully attacked bases deep into Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visiting his troops in eastern Ukraine. Zelensky celebrating Armed Forces Day, and he promised to liberate lands Russia has seized during the war, including even back during the Crimea crisis. Now, while exact numbers are unconfirmed, Russia's military losses in Ukraine are double the number of U.S. servicemen who had died in Vietnam in just 1/10 of the time. The Pentagon recently said 100,000 Russians had been killed or wounded so far, wiping out about half of Russia's fighting force in that region. Let's get out to the ground now. Foreign correspondent Chuck Holton joins us live right now from Ukraine. Chuck, obviously, President Zelensky talking a little bit about this drone attack. What are you hearing? What's the latest?
Well, President Zelensky, first of all, went out to the front lines to make that speech, and that's a pretty significant thing. It's his policy to do that on Armed Forces Day today, and he gave a very stirring speech. The troops were pretty excited to have him come and visit. He passed out some medals and that sort of thing. And one of the things that he said is that the Russians are being hurt more than Ukraine is hurting. Now, you can see here we're in the dark again after more missile attacks yesterday and the day before here on the power grid in Kyiv. One of the coldest days of the year. Things are still getting back to normal as far as the power is concerned. We've been without power for most of the day. But these three attacks inside Russia are very significant. And I think that people are not giving them the weight that they deserve. This could actually signal a turning point in this war. This is the first time that Ukraine has struck inside Russia like that. And to strike that deep inside Russia means that these drones that are made in Ukraine, that Ukraine is preparing for just such attacks. They have a range of up to 600 miles. That means that they could strike the Kremlin from the front lines in Ukraine, and that is a game changer here. It means that Russia is going to have to reallocate many of its resources to the rear to protect some of those nuclear-capable bases. And that's what the Russian telegram channels are saying now, that, hey, this is our nuclear triad that they're hitting, not just some random base. And that really is a black eye for Russia in this war. Back to you.
Incredible. Reach the Kremlin. Chuck Holton live for us in Ukraine. Stay safe. Appreciate that update, Chuck. Very important information.